And I don't really.
I'll take my glasses off because the glare is doing no. So
can you see okay?
No. So.
Well, the camera's right there.
I can see the camera.
No, I'm just saying it's like right there if you want.
I can see the camera. I can't see us.
How many fingers?
I see 2 fingers. 5.
She lying, bro. Because one of these is a thumb.
Come on, talk about the subject.
Hotel's my life. Vacate with the wife. And I promise you it's going down. We jumped out the house, that's why I trip with my spouse. And that's why I trip with my spouse. That's why I... Alright, y'all, welcome back to another video. So, today I wanted to discuss, and we may do like a couple parts to this, but
baby,
discuss some.
Just go ahead and say what we discussing. You ain't gotta tell me about how many points we're gonna do.
First of all, I'm talking to the peoples. Okay. They are family. They can they can know all this.
It's quick and easy, baby. The battery. You're doing the most. You ain't gotta let them know if it's gonna be a part of that.
All right. Anyway, y'all, she hating on me, bro. Always hating on me. I want to talk about some of the pros and cons of being married Christian content creators. I know that, you know, first of all, Christian, so that's like a big one. Married, that's another big one. And then content creators is a whole other thing. Pros, we get to create content. And I like editing, I like shooting, I like filming. We get to live for Jesus. That's like the biggest freaking pro. I can't think of anything better than that. What you think another pro would be? Oh, if I ain't got nobody to help me film, I do. If I ain't got nobody who want to take my pictures, I do.
That tripod.
No, you.
That tripod.
You got 2 hands and 2 legs.
No, a pro.
Only people.
Baby, you just asked me about a pro and you said it going on and on and on.
Okay, what's your pro?
A pro would be you get to document your lives. Like, I hear a lot of people say, and it really sucks, that what people film is not their true and authentic self. When y'all see me fussing, that be me fussing. And I be telling him, why you putting that on there? But I tell him, I said, well, I don't want people to think that I'm just this. And I was like, that's just how I am. That's just how I've always done. But he knows that. He knows when I'm like mad and when I'm just
nitpicking.
Yeah, just napping. So, but yeah, people will say, well, what you see on social media, that's not real. Well, I try to be my real self. I don't try to put. Now, there has been a couple videos I went back and I'm like, why am I talking like that?
Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the eggs in first. And I was like, what's that?
But I ain't got no, you know, yes, when I go to an actual job, and yes, eventually this will be a job. But I don't have no, guys, yes, this is our mansion and we only pay, or we pay $3,000 a month in rent, and no, I'm not doing all that. Y'all don't get the real nitty gritty, and what I don't want to share, I'm not going to share, and what I want to share, I will share. But I think that that's a pro. You know, you get to record your life, you get to show people who you are, you kind of get to have these internet and online besties, for a lack of better terms.
And we make another pro is we make a lot of good connections from doing this.
Yeah.
Like people we never thought we'd meet, never thought we'd get in contact with, never thought we'd get in touch with. We just make a lot of, and then there's a lot of people that are on your team too. They want to see you win. They look forward to your content, which is a big one to me. Like when people say, you know, I enjoyed the video, I can't wait for the next one. Or, you know, man, I love y'all personality, y'all this and y'all that. And we always credit it back to the Lord, because without the Lord, I wouldn't be where I am today. She wouldn't be where she is today. Point blank period. Argue with your grandmama, I don't know. But, get it, bro. Calm down. But overall, I will say that it kind of helped us keep ourselves in check too. Like, I look back at the older vlogs and I was a house. I was a small moon. Like pros. I was large. And so another pro for me.
Both of our weights fluctuate.
For me, seeing the difference in my size then versus now was a pro.
Stop all that moving.
I can see my.
You're making me antsy.
You gotta start watching me. That's your issue. You gotta keep your eyes on the Lord.
Boy, hush.
See, if you keep your eyes on the Lord, you'll be alright. Man gonna fail you every time.
You're so churchy. Come on here before the camera die.
But yeah, man. So that's kind of what a pro for me is that with documenting our life, I can see the changes. I can see the ups and the downs, and even though the downs seem like a con at the time, I feel like a pro once everything is going and you get life out the way. You can look back on it and laugh. I think about the flood. And I was like, bro, I can't believe this happened to us. This is so stupid. I can't believe this. This sucks, yada, yada, yada. But we look back and it's like, man, we actually survived that. We made it through that. So that's a big pro for me, man.
No.
God, she watching somebody else. She people watching.
No, I only trust the people.
She people watching.
Yeah. But anyways. But yeah,
oh God.
To me, I like with this, I tell T often. I say I never want to lose sight of why I actually started this. I didn't start this to make money. I didn't start this to leave a job or to have the highest subscriber count. I did this strictly for memories. So when I look back, when there's a crash in whatever digital, whatever they got going, don't come up in here. But when there's a crash and people don't have whatever and this, that, and the other, like I still have those. I have that digital memory, and I just I just did it just so that we could document our lives for us, so that we can have those memories, so we can show our kids, hey, look at you, your mama and your daddy back when we was literally kids, 24 and 26 when we first got married. Look at us and look at what we went and look at all of this and all of that and stuff. So I have more pros than cons. I really don't. I think if anything, I have one con.
All right. So cut it right there.
Okay.
All right. Now the cons. I'm gonna let you go first. What's your one con?
My one con is not being a stumbling block for people. I don't want them to think that
that's good. Okay.
Oh, they have this lavish life, or some of the things that we don't share. Not saying that we out here just wilding and sinning or whatever, but there's some things that I will record just for me and my husband, just not to put on social media, not to let people see, because people will, regardless if you explain from here to the moon or what you're doing, people will have their own perception of what you meant to do, whether you explain it to them what it actually is or not. So just my biggest thing is, making sure that we're not a stumbling block for people, making sure that we're the same people on camera that we are in person, and that's it.
That's good. I like that. One of my stumbling blocks is the people on the internet. They can be so weird. And I mean really weird. And I mean weird as in when they see it, they feel like that. You bring people in because I want you to be a part.
Oh, well, no, I got 2 points there. Go ahead.
Because I want you to be a part. But then all of a sudden you got an input on everything I do. Even if I say, okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, because you ain't even... Okay, well, I get that, man. Because you ain't even... And it's always something. Like, I feel like with people, it ain't never going to be good enough. Some people, I feel like it ain't never going to be good enough. And so with people on the internet, they're constantly opinionated most times. And if it's not exactly how they want it, then they're going to comment.
Then it's wrong.
They're going to give the video a thumbs down. They're going to comment something hateful. It's always something, man. And so that's like the biggest con. Especially like being a married content creator, because that's what we're talking about. It's like, okay, well, that's your wife, so you can't do this, or you shouldn't be doing this, or you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, but we Christian, we're not sinning, we're not doing nothing wrong. Oh. So I don't understand what the issue is, bro.
I think so.
I know, but I will let you know if something is coming at you, please. Jesus Christ. She ain't got her glasses on, y'all, so she's still blind, but hey, stop. There's
I can see the
there.
stuff that's close to me. I can't see the stuff
There's
that's
nothing close to
you.
you.
Didn't see it, but I saw it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I want to make sure your eyes was working.
Shut up.
But what's your con?
My second con would be what Babe said is, I've seen it so many times. People feel like just because you share it on social media, they can come in and what people will call constructive criticism, and it's not. It's more so
really
of
hateful.
how can I be hateful and how can I tear you down in this moment. I've seen some of the most positive videos. Like the other day I seen and this is just kind of like a little tangent, but I seen a lady and she was showing a video of how she does her housework. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she lives in Canada. And she was saying, well, I do a little bit of laundry every day, even if it's a small load, like I'm just doing sheets today. And she didn't show a big clip of it, but you could see her load the sheets into the washer. And it looks sufficient enough for a load of clothes. Like, it doesn't have to be, I need to stuff my washer down. She has so many comments about she needs to preserve water because there's a water shortage and all this stuff. And then it was this one person in the comments, and they were going under everybody's comment. And they're saying, how is there a water shortage when more than, I think it was like 70% of the earth is covered in water? So you felt the need to put that under my post, and it wasn't just one person, it was several people. This woman had several thousands of comments, and it probably was over 100 comments saying that she needed to preserve water, conserve water, however you want to say it. And I'm just like, why do people feel the need to insert themselves? Like, if you just don't like it, keep scrolling, so that would be a con for me, especially in the Christian community. Just in general, it'd be the Christians more than anything.
You're right. That's a con for me too.
And they're so it's like
you're not You're not showing the love of God.
You're so hateful.
And it's weird that it's a lot of people who call themselves Christian, and they comment like rude and evil and mean stuff on purpose, and then they want to holler out and say, "Well, God said." God didn't tell you to call me too big to do something. God didn't tell you that, they call themselves Christian and be doing an absolute most.
It had a video or a reel that I upload. Like it was kind of like a trend that I guess that I created for myself. I don't know if anyone else did this, and I'm pretty sure they have. But when I would get dressed or undressed from church on Sundays, I would show my outfit, show myself getting dressed, and then either at the beginning or the end, I would do like a little shout. And it had this lady, I had to block her on Facebook. I cannot remember her name. But I had to block her because she was going under every video that I did a shout on and told me that I was going to hell, that I need to stop playing with God, that God is not pleased with that. And I'm like, well, when do Christians get a chance to have fun? God know I ain't shouting. I mean, now, if I play shout, then the spirit take over, then it is what it is.
But even with that, like...
I'm like, would you rather me just be twerking on my video? Or would you rather me be throwing up my middle fingers and gang signs and all this stuff like that? Like, I don't... Stop. I don't understand. And so, I had to block her because it was like comment after comment after comment, and she wasn't leaving no time. So I like had to go, and I'm just like, you better stop playing with God. You going to hell. Stop playing with God. You acting like you got the Holy Ghost and you don't. And so I went on her page, and all I know is she was from Louisiana. People in Louisiana have a really small, most people, small, itty bitty, small mindset. And so
it's a small worldview. It is.
And so I had to block her because if I didn't, like, I wasn't gonna say anything mean, but I didn't want to get into a back and forth with her. I don't have the energy for that. I strictly upload my content for myself and also to make people smile and make people happy. Not to do anything else. Now, I don't have
Hendersons.
Right. I don't have any other
motive.
Like, I don't have any other motive or anything like that. So, yeah, that's just that. Those are my two cons. People constantly opening their doggone mouth when they feel like they need to. And what was my first one? I forgot. Not being a stumbling block.
I'm gonna tell y'all. So I got one more con, and it's not really a con, but it's a con. So it be like the funniest trends sometimes, but I can't do them because it's either like some random cussing music and the music be doing the most, or it's like something awkward in the video.
He was like, man, why he had to cuss?
Bro, it was a dope trend. I was like, man, this is dope. I put a video to it because I was editing them like back to back to back. But I didn't listen to the music with it. So I finally went, I started my editing process. I listened to the music and it was like, doom, doom. I was like, yo. And he just started cussing out of nowhere. I'm like, come on, man. Now I gotta go back and re-edit all this. Yeah. I gotta delete this, turn this down. And so I'm not saying it's a con, but it's a con because there's like a lot of things that are really, really dope. Really, really funny. It's, inclusive, it's lit. But we can't do it because we're Christian. Yeah. And some people say, well, that's not a con because I'm pretty sure there was times where Jesus wanted to go out and dance and get married and get drunk and all that, but he was holy. Yeah. He was holier than holy. So he's like, no.
Back to the stumbling block thing, like
exactly right.
It's not a sin, but just imagine how many people are actually watching, waiting for us to slip up just so they can say, see?
Yep.
And even though we don't have like a large following, we have a few people that watch us and they encourage us constantly. And it could be just I guess the people call them a bot, but it would be a random person and they'll just comment and it'll just be so negative and you'd be like, what? Like, it had a guy under one of my posts called me a man. said, are you a man?
And mind you, it was like 15 comments. Everybody was saying she's so beautiful, she's gorgeous, oh my God, she's gorgeous. And then you get one random dude, I think his profile picture was like a car or something. Yeah, it was no videos, really, no subscribers. Are you a man?
And so I'm thinking, okay, whatever. So I responded back, no, I'm a full woman. And so he responded back, so I knew it wasn't like a bot account or a fake account or whatever you want to call it. And so I was just like, you know what? After I told him that I was a full woman, I just deleted the whole thread. And I was just like, yeah, people can be really, really weird. My thing is,
it's oftentimes stuff that they wouldn't normally say in person.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna walk up to her in person and say, "Are you a man?" Because
we got a lot of internet thugs, but I just, I try to remain as positive as I am in person as online. And then if I feel like it gets too much where I feel like I'm getting to a place of frustration or even anxiety, where it's just like too much for me, I'm either gonna block you or I'm gonna delete.
Yep.
Block or delete. I ain't got time for it.
I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna block you first, so you can't comment back on nothing else, and then I'm gonna delete all your comments. Because no, go on about your business.
Yeah. But yeah.
Other than that I really don't have no cons. There's more pros to me than cons.
Yeah.
The cons just sound a lot worse because we got more verbiage and more frustration to them. Mm-hmm. But there's really more pros than cons. I like being married. I love who I'm married to. Right. I like being able to create.
I'm so glad I'm married who I'm married to.
I like being able to create content with this beautiful woman. I like that she supports me, and I hope she knows that I support her in everything that she do. And so, content creation don't have to be what people, it's this and this, that. No, if you married and you want to do some videos together, do them. Y'all want to talk about y'all experiences, do them. If you want to go out and do food reviews as a couple or if you're single, do them. Like, people gonna talk regardless. Create the memories, man.
That's the biggest thing. Create those memories. Don't worry about. And it's easier said than done because there's been times I'll pull out my phone before I pull out the actual camera, and because I don't want anyone to be like, "Oh, you a vlogger? And, oh, she got the camera and this and other." I'm simply just documenting my life
we learned that
for
early.
memories. Like, not to get any, I don't know, recognition from anyone or whatever. But yeah, I love vlogging. I love doing videos and things like that. The moment that I feel like I'm pressed, stressed, and it feel like a job,
y'all not gonna hear from her.
I will put the camera down.
Y'all not gonna hear from her.
I will put the camera down. I'll still create and stuff like that. But as far as posting, it'll probably be weeks, sometimes months before y'all even see any of their content, because I never want to feel like, if I don't do this, I won't make this, or if I do this, people won't rock me. No, I'm gonna be myself 100% around the clock. And if you don't like it, oh well.
It is what it is.
Long as I'm pleasing God and my husband, I don't care. Like,
period, sis. Period.
I don't care.
And I am pleased, and the Lord is pleased. Period. But yeah, so y'all, those are the pros and cons from us of being married content creators, man. Married Christian content creators. If you got any pros or cons, please leave them in the comments. Let us know. If you want to see more of this, let us know. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because it helps the channel, and we try and grow so we can keep making memories. Other than that,
I'm still gonna make memories.
Jeez, y'all need to see Villery house. Villery got all them pictures. I think I got it in my Google. If I got it in my Google Photos, I'll add it somewhere so y'all can see. Villery got all them pictures. And her mouth stuck out on all them pictures.
Y'all was an angry child.
Y'all, when I tell you her mouth was stuck out on all of them, she had her lip out on every single picture.
I was a troubled kid, okay?
You wasn't troubled.
I was.
Y'all, she was 3 different people.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a story. That's a story for another time. I can't wait to tell y'all that.
What?
She was 3 different people.
I was light skin, dark skin, light skin, dark skin.
And then another person.
And, yeah.
She was a whole nother baby 4 times.
Yeah.
If y'all see the pictures, y'all gonna be like, that ain't the same person. Ain't no way.
So weird.
So that's where we at with that. But that's a topic for another video. Other than that, I'm Terrence.
I'm Deidre.
And we are
the Happy Hendersons.
Peace. Good job.
Help me up.
You want this again? All right. 1, 2.